I think if I just get like a static implementation of everything here, then I can probably, if I get a static implementation of everything here, I can probably figure out a way to code it a little more dynamically. So I'll probably focus on just doing that first. Party. Just gonna call this party. Kaja. A wild Kaja has appeared. Everybody run. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your husbands. He's coming to terrorize this town with his gambling addiction. Doing good. I got Lotus Sprite done. Dahlia's done. Rose and Heather have the first one done. I'm working on their fantasy outfit. Awesome. Yeah, Sprite sheets are a lot of work. It's a hell of a lot of work. I think like, so if I knew how to do all this stuff coding wise, it would be a lot faster probably. That's usually how it goes for coding. It's like, if you know the answer, it doesn't take too long to kind of crap out a solution. But when you don't know the answer, the discovery process is like the longest part. And you have like generally not too long code that does quite a bit of stuff at the end of the day. And it's like yeah, it's kind of like the journey to get to the answer is like a big portion of coding. I was flipping the walking correctly, so it looks like they're walking backwards. I need to flip each frame, but keep the correct order. Flip the whole row. Oh. I think I commented on that one, so it's like, I feel like it's walking backwards a little bit for one of these, and it's like, I don't know if it was just me or what. It was like very subtle. It was very subtle. I wasn't sure though. I was like, wait, whoa. Maybe? Maybe I'm just drinking the ether. It's pretty funny though. Player, I'm just gonna put party. Party, there we go. Party, scene groups, party.
Hi cock.
Big Ed! I do want to say thank you again, sir. Breeze gifted me this wonderful game that probably gonna play soon at some point.
Yes, you welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah. This looks like a real cute game. I'm a little curious. It looks like they do have like a kind of battle system. Why are you making Deltarune from the ground up? I'm not making Deltarune. It's actually quite different from Deltarune.
I like giving people story games.
That's generous of you. And I like this because it's a loop and you die in many different ways. Like this sounds fun to me. It sounds like punishment, but in a good way. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I already know I'm gonna enjoy it. It looks like a good kind of game. And so it's on my wish list. Thank you very much for that, Big Ed. Greatly appreciated. Kaja is gambling all his stuff away. Lost it all again. There it goes. Really? It looks like Chris's Light and Dark World animation. Does it? They've become one. party. So let's go ahead and do the party. Player. Get nodes in group party. Okay, let me do... How are we gonna do this? I'm just gonna throw like a little... Boom, 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 boom. Bar. Remember, he will finish RPG game after we die. You must have a short life ahead of you, as we are releasing at least something this year, be it a demo or something. I don't know. The biggest hurdle is, for me at least, is probably going to be the battle system. After the battle system is cemented, I think we're good. From the programming side. And that's the part we're working with right here. I'm sure it'll change over time. Let's do funk. Load party. So we'll refer to scene here. Boom. I think that's fine. This would be real cool to have like a bunch of... I think today I'm just gonna focus on getting the other party members showing up. Get them all positioned. And get their icons showing up on the screen and all that. I think that's actually not even a big ask. I'm gonna say I should be able to do this within an hour. I say this and then I'm not gonna finish it today. Watch. Okay. Add child. So I'm gonna delete this one because this is for loop logic. Let's do load party. Okay, and this is not player anymore. This is gonna be like array of player, I guess. Actually, player is not even a good way to do this. The heart flash moves in battle screen. No. No, no, no. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. Okay. Let's do some Final Fantasy Lo-Fi today. Maybe 7? 7 is always a good choice. Alright. 7 is always a good choice. There we go. Yeah, I know. And we're doing like the all the coding she's. I don't know if anybody actually likes to watch coding. But you're more than free to. Enjoy me fudge some stuff up. Um. I'm a little curious. Maybe there's something I can pull out of here.
I had to do sheet formulas today and I forgot how powerful they are.
Sheet formulas? I don't think I've ever used sheet formulas before. I've just used like basic functions and sheets. The next question is, do we have the party members following you? Where's Pseudo? And he might pay. You ain't getting paid today. Not important, I guess. I'm just gonna... do Let me write a to-do list. All this is kind of... I think we're just gonna toss all this. So these are like the earlier days of the ideas. Assertiveness, etc. On the beginning of the travel. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna leave that down there. Whatever. Battle system. I'm just gonna leave this all here. This just rereading this stuff might spark ideas to make things better later if something feels like it's lacking. Because we definitely had a lot of different ideas. So goal for today. Multiple party members. Okay, that's... I'm just gonna make multiple party members. That's all. Nothing else. Simple. Just different players with sprites. I don't know if they need to be like a different class or something, but the next thing would be getting them into position and loaded into the battle. Then 3 is having their own turn, which I think is already programmed. This should already be programmed. For targeting enemy system, damage to enemy, damage to player. This is like very, very simplified, but all right. Let's do the multiple party members. So we'll go ahead and implement a very, very simplified way of doing this. So we have the player scene. Still owe 300 bits. The one person you made the bet with. I don't even know who you're talking about. I feel like I kind of remember this a long time ago. But it was so long ago that like the memory is left. Oh, wait, the chest. It was Maddie. That's right. You're talking about Maddie. It was Maddie. What else she doing?
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Holy shit.
Lazy underscore gambler
God damn.
underscore 777 just donated 300 bits.
Jesus. Well, thank you for the 300 bits. That came out of nowhere. Left field. Well, I guess you did announce it, but outlet. I will message that you finally paid off the bet that you made. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. I completely forgot about that. Let me see. Maddie. Okay. There you go. I let Maddie know. Message in the Discord. Got to pay the 300 bits he promised a long time ago. A real long time ago. Bum, 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 no, no, no. By the way, by the by. Dex, are you feeling better? I remember you were sick. Just a random shout out. Hopefully you're feeling better. And to anyone else that felt sick as well, I smite thee sickness. That's good to hear.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Holy one bit. That's 301. It's counting up. Thank you, Kaja.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
I remember this. This is triggering a memory. This is triggering a memory from times long past. Thank you again.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
And again. And again.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
And again.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Jesus, it keeps coming.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
You're actually going to give me a way to tune this.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
There we go. We can tune this down. I think you
Lazy
accidentally...
underscore
My father gave me a
gambler
small loan of $1
underscore
million.
777 just donated to 100 bits.
My father
I think you
gave me a
accidentally
small
went a
loan of
little
$1
too
million.
hard. Or was that intentional? I have no idea. Thank you very much.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
It's freaking raining today. What the hell?
My father gave me a small loan of
Cat's
$1
about to
million.
start a raid train. It was international. Well, those bits definitely came internationally, I will say that. You're about to start a train all by yourself. How does it feel? The one conductor. The one actual conductor. Perfect. Actually tuning my stuff. I've needed to tune those for a very long time because they were like absurdly loud. So thank you for spamming me because now I know. Now I know what the levels are at. Brad, I will remember this. Will you though? Will you remember? I don't know if you remember. You'll probably forget by tomorrow, or possibly even in 5 minutes. You have the time to win, but not to make the bread game. Actually, true. That's true. That's a good call out too. You should be angry. Maybe I'm gonna... I'm gonna have to make this a little ambiguous, I think. This player. See ya? Alright, thank you for joining in, Kaja. You gambled away all your money, and you just used up the rest of your life savings. Thank you for the bets. Greatly appreciated. If you're heading out, see you later. I think it's nighttime for you too, so I guess it's have a good night. But boom. I think I need to abstract out what a player means. It's either that or the player will use... Oh wait. All right, Dex, you sent me a different sprite sheet, right? Okay. Oh, that one's wrong. That one's backwards. Yeah, go ahead and send the new ones that you have, and I think I'm going to swap out the animations because I can probably do that. Wait, how would I swap these out? Would I just make another... God damn it, I gotta remove that message. Don't you worry about that, damsel. Thank you for the lurk. Greatly appreciated. The freaking troll, I swear to God. What do I do? Edit? I don't even know how to edit it. Like, the mods know more about the commands than I do. Rejoice! Where the hell is that at? Lurk. Where's the lurk command at? Hello? Hello? Lurk. Oh, it's probably a custom command. Trash. There we go. Perfect. I fixed the commands. Yeah, if you have a full sprite sheet for anyone else, you could just pass me that as well. And then I'll go ahead and hook those up. Holy shit. Nice. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you, Dex. Boom, boom, boom. I'm probably gonna carve these out manually. I could probably save this, right? Dahlia animation player, perfect. Bum ba na na num. Yeah, because we just have this one. Idle up couldn't resolve track sprite 2D frame. Idle down. Wait a second. Let me delete this. Boom, blah, no, 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 no. Animation states. So this is a sprite 2D. Okay, this takes this texture. Gina, we've come away. Hold on. There we go. I feel like we probably had these done a while back. How long has it been? Wow. We'll just call this Dahlia. Okay, let's import the other ones as well. So ideally, this would be like, we want it to be able to skin over, like the player should just be the concept of whoever has a controller and is controlling the person on the screen. That's what the player should be conceptually. And besides that, everyone else should just be like a kind of character or NPC. Player. So what happens if I was to just pull out the... As long as you're staying consistent with the sprite sheets, like I don't think there should be any complications. Dahlia Wizard. I'll just say Dream. See you later, Big Ed. Have a good rest of your night. Where is my voice going? It's running away from my throat. No. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-dum-dum. Okay, I'm gonna call this Dahlia Spreadsheet. I'm just gonna rename these. The Code Review. The Thing of Legends. Dream. Wizard Sprite Sheet. By the way, hello Turbos. Oh my god, it just worked? Did it just work by swapping it? It did. Insane. Okay. Alright, well Dex, if everybody has the same proportions, then like this should just line up. Which is actually kind of insane. Insane. Look at that. She's already in the outfit. Look at that. Blah, blah, blah. I kind of want to make it so that they follow each other. Maybe. Maybe. All right, we'll do the dream ones. Desktop, boom. How's it going though, Termos? Have you been working on your game? Alright, let's go to player. And I think what we could do let's go to player state. If it's the main player, then I want it to kind of not listen to the commands. So let's go to walk state. All right, player. Export var is main player. Bool, which is going to be false. Oops. Equals false. Is main player false, and then this one's gonna be I can build players too, right? Mm-hmm. Let's try... There's got to be a better way to do this. This feels super hacky. Because we wouldn't need to worry about all these states. Dialogue started, Funk Connect. Started battle.connect. Or whatever enemy. So the player is the one deciding that it needs to go into battle with the enemy, which I don't think I like. It's giving responsibility to the player that doesn't need to be here. Oh wait, no. This is just the player receiving that it's changing to the battle state. Which then the player is incapable of moving or doing anything. Which I think is fine. Player interaction. All this is fine. And I could make a state for follow. Yeah, I could make a state thing for follow. Probably. Boom, 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 boom. Bye. Oh, I thought you said bye like a while ago. Like 20 minutes ago. See you later, Kaja. I think this is all fine. Battle state. Hold on. Wait, what? Why would I have this on the exit? Okay. That's weird. Is main player. Build. So if you are in the, it defaults to the idle state, I think. it defaults to the idle state upon if his main player is idle when the player is close. Okay, player is main player. All this. I think all this applies here. Funk, check, player. Movement is going to be a void or... Yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull this all in here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Check player movement. Perfect. And what I'm thinking is that it can just everything comes back here. Player interact. Blocking state, you can do the apply interact. Right, okay. Elif. I mean, you could just do this, I guess. Return, and then we could say, instead of an else, we'd just be saying so if you're not the main player, then don't check for movement. So I think this is done. Let me just check it. Boom, boom. Yep, that works because none of them moving. There we go. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then the next thing to do was the characters. So we'll need to set the sprite 2D. Which I think I can do in a very simple way for now. I think we can do that in a very simple way for now. This will just be how we do it for the time being. I'm just gonna throw all these in the player. This is gonna be messy. That's fine though. I want it to work. Functionality first. Boom, boom. Absolutely the wrong spot, but that's fine. So what I'm kind of thinking is I can throw in a little texture 2D. Export var player texture. Where the hell's the thing? All right. Cool. And then I can do set set value. Then we could do sprite 2d.texture equals value. That's it. That's it. That's all we have to do. I think that's all we would need to do. Or I am sorely mistaken. There we go. Look at that. Easy as pie. Look at that. Okay, and the next thing up would be for the oh god. Freaking cough, man. Did someone save me from this cough? And then get should just be return right 2d.texture. Okay, that's what it should be showing. Okay, cool. Unexpected indent. There we go. You know, and I could actually do a follow. Which would be not too difficult. I'm gonna do it, screw it. Just because I want to do it. Yeah, her outfit looks good. I think it matches completely the vibe we're going for here. I'm gonna make her walk now. I'm gonna see if I can make her follow. Idle state. Then we just do funk follow. Follow main player, okay. Let's just say get tree, get nodes in group layer. This is bad to do every frame, but I'm just gonna do it for now. I'm just gonna do this actually. Get first node and group, because I think it's probably gonna get the player, the main player, which is the first one. Walk. Just gonna do this. Okay. Player velocity. Current run direction. Player. So this would be. This would technically be like an input. So var. Self dot distance. Whoops. Self dot distance. Position dot distance to. Main player dot distance. Position. This is just, we'll just say it's a node 2D, screw it. Node 2D. Position dot distance. Oops, dot position. Our distance. If distance is greater than vector 2. Distance dot, I don't know. This is a vector 2. Distance dot length. I don't even know what length means on a vector. I'm gonna say 10. I don't even know what these numbers mean, but like I'm just to see if they mean something. Okay, then we'll do the input. Current run direction is going to be current player dot current run direction equals distance dot normalized. Can I assign a what? What is this? This is a float. Oh shit, it's a float. Wait a second. Is there any way I can do like self that position that direction to? Ah, okay. So I'll copy this direction. This one's gonna be a vector 2. Vector 2. D to great. Boom. Direction 2. Okay, so this one is gonna apply returns a normalized vector, so I don't have to normalize it. Cool. Oops. All right, direction. Boom. So let us do that. Distance is greater than 10. Current run direction is going to equal direction, I guess. And then player dot velocity equals Distance normalized? What?
Thanks for the raid, Operation Ensiv, and welcome ye eight lovely people.
Operation? Holy shite. How's it going? What were you up to, Operation? Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Shout out. Operation. Perfect. What were you guys up to over there? And I will not run. I will not run. You finally started making a clicker game. Fumbling around cluelessly? Welcome in. I am also fumbling around cluelessly most of the time. You discussed how a cube looks at the end of a camera. I mean, how does a cube look in front of your eyes? Wouldn't it look the same? I don't know. I wouldn't compare. For me, it looks like progress, but it's really like I'm just being distracted doing something that I set out probably not 100% on my to-do list. Seeing if I can have the party member follow the player real quick, just as a little side quest. And that's all I was really doing. I could do the direction too. Direction times, let's just say 200. I'm just gonna do like the most random shit ever. Okay. I'm gonna see if this follows. This is gonna be amazing. All right, she's just like, nah, bro. Take like 40 minutes to get a cube and a camera in the same scene. I mean, a cube and a camera on the same screen. Does Godot even have like default nodes? Like I know Unity does. That capture a cube in 3D. I don't even know if it does. I've never touched 3D in Godot. I know you could do like a color erect or something in 2D, and that's technically a thing. You could fill that inside of an object, or you can do a texture rect, I guess. You do like a little collider box and put a texture rect inside. You're surprised that you had to start completely from scratch? Yeah, I mean, like, Godot gives you a lot of tools to do things, but, like, you are starting from scratch. Like, you don't have to worry about the game loop or anything. Any of the lower level stuff that you would have to worry about in game development, like, that handles all of it for you. They just give you interactable things to kind of throw your game together. So it's a lot less work you have to do, like managing images and managing FPS, a lot of basic things. Yeah, like if you have an object, you need to throw like a collider on it. Then you can shape it. If you were not using Godot and you had to do this by hand, then you'd have to write out the math to do the collisions. Which I can tell you is a pain in the ass. I did that when I was in like college, and I was like, I was doing Pong, and then Brick Breaker, and it's just doing these games, writing out the collision. Like, it's simple, but it's not a fan of it. I like just being able to put like a little, look at this little cute collider we got here. Like, look at that boy. He's doing the thing. It's doing the colliding. I don't even have to worry about it. I'm gonna print debug distance. So right now I'm trying to get this thing to follow, and I'm just trying to understand, like, why is it not following? And that is because it's not even getting to the code. Go figure. Wait, why is it not getting to the code? Thank goodness for the engines that do most of the heavy lifting. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this does a hell of a lot of heavy lifting. Because I do like code first approach as well, but like my only gripe with it would be for like the more UI based things that I would have to do. Like for instance, if I have to like just like this set up a collision box, I want a UI editor for that. Or if I want to do a like actual UI development, then I want to be able to just do this with UI. UI to make UI is like the best way, I think. If it wasn't for that, I think I would use something else besides Godot. Did I already set up a HUD? Not exactly. Not exactly. I was working on a turn-based battle. I was working on a turn-based battle thing and seeing how that goes. It hasn't been the best, but I mean, like, I'm getting somewhere with it, so it's all that matters. I didn't call the code. I'm an idiot. All right. That's why. You know, if you want the code to run, maybe you should consider calling the goddamn code. There she goes. All right, she's walking. Not to the right place, but I think I know what the issue is. Self.global. Okay, let's just do that. Go ahead and do that here as well. Global position, global. We'll just do global position everywhere. Look at her. She's going. She's following me, but she's more like a really needy stalker. Wait, hold on. Let's double this. Oh my god. If distance is greater than 30, it's Ashley and Leon. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. She's being annoying. Help. Oh god, we're in battle. Friggin' Ashley. Leave me alone, Ashley. Alright, her move speed is way too fast. That is the first thing. So she keeps going back and forth. Dog walk, be back later. You walk that doggy. Speaking of, I'm gonna have to walk a doggy today too. Enjoy your walk. Wait, isn't it late for you? Late night doggy walk? That's crazy. That's crazy. If distance is greater than that, else. I think player dot velocity equals 0. I think we got it. It's only 3 p.m. on. Oh, I see. Right, because I wake up at the crack of ass. Forgot about it. It's not late. I'm sorry. I forget that it's not later. The only thing that's late to the party is my mind today. Have a good walk. Enjoy. Thank you for the raid again. All right, let's do like 10. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. That's cool. I like that. Okay, cool. So she keeps walking. So we don't need to do this. All right. Let us do... This actually just kind of works. That's good. I think this changed to a battle state, just like almost instantaneously. Apply movement. Player state, idle state. So she's just like walking off until the end of time in the state. And that's because she's set to like a walk state, I think. So let's see what happens here. She's following, she's following, she's following. We go off and she's following. She's stuck following. She's stuck following because we go to the we're in this idle state, which she's actually walking. It's not even an idle state, it's a walking state. Boom, boom. Player walk state. On exit, player velocity is 0. Maybe I should just do the no. Maybe I'll do that. If player... Maybe I'll just put it in the walking state then. If player is main player, blah, 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 follow main player. I'm going to throw an else here just because, like, I don't want this to be confusing later. Okay. People always just like, don't use an else, don't use an else. Well, screw you. It makes sense here. It makes sense. Because later on, I'm going to be like, all right, let me just like, I'm going to add some more code down here. Wait, why is everything breaking now? Oh, because this is only for when this is a goddamn bot following. I need to clarify that. Make the obvious code a little bit more obvious. If distance... In this case, I could do this. That's fine. Okay, player velocity. And what I could do here is this probably looks a little bit cleaner if I just go like this, do this, drop a return, do this. Less than 10. There we go. And we'll pull this out. Wait, let's actually pull it all down. Is it the walk state? Yes, it is. Follow. Do all this. Should follow main. Music has run out. let me go ahead and do this real quick. I'm in flow state. Okay, and then this one can just be like, never mind. We'll continue. Okay. Should follow main player. There should be distance greater than... I think we want to do this. Change state idle. I don't even need to set this because the exit condition is to set the velocity to 0, which makes sense. If distance is less than or equal to 10, boom. Okay, and then we have if distance is greater than greater than 10, then we have change state emit self walk. Should follow. This is like, I'm doing like real bad stuff here, but like this is okay. I'm okay with this. Hey Koro, how's it going? Just working on a little bit of putting this stuff together. Absolutely not how it should be. They're all walking in unison. We're not supposed to do the 1-2 strut together. If player dot is main player is not the main player, I'm just gonna do this way. Is not the main player, then we'll do follow main player and return. There we go. There should be its own state for this whole AI business or something entirely different. I'm hacking it in here, and you know what? I couldn't be bothered. Is this Delta used? It is not. Alright. Might as well get rid of it if I'm not using it. Alright. Now she should be following. Oh, she's attached to me. She's attached. She's a little bit attached. Maybe the distance should be a little further. 15. Like breathing on my neck over here. That feels better. Okay, that feels better. How things going with you though, Robokuro? How you doing? Ba-na-na-na-na. Wait, how do you close the window again? Is it C? Yeah. I don't split too much. Okay, load party. This should be an array of layer. Get tree, get nodes in group party. array of node. That's fine. Okay, so we do for players, for player in players. We'll go ahead and do this. P is player build, player, enemy 0, global position. Okay. And then there should be an offset based X. Can we have like a... We can't have an index? I guess not. I guess not. Player var player. Player enemies 0 global position. I'm just gonna do... We'll put them like 25 apart. Let's put them 25 apart. And I'll need to make a real quick. All right, so let's say we have 0 is the first position, 25 is the next position, minus 25. This is just like general spacing. The next one would have to be... What if I'm working within a range? And we could just start from left to right. So like X offset minus 35 minus 10, 25 would be 15, and then 25, 40. This is not a bad offset. Okay, some real basic, something super basic. For what kind of loops do we have? For $1 and $2. For $1 in range. For what kind of loops we got? Size. So we can have an int, I guess. This would be an int. Yeah, this should work. Offset is start offset equals minus 35. I could just put them 20 apart. This would be the easiest way, right? 20, 20, 20, 20. So we have players size. So let's say we wanted to do let's say we wanted to have like a pivot point. From 0. This would be like the players dot size divided by 2. And this is fine that this is an int. I'm okay with that. Okay, and then we have current offset int equals start offset, boom, and then I don't need to do this anymore. We had d/n. Oops, do it again. Oops. Whoa. What just happened? Okay. Just deleted everything by accident. Players. Current offset. At the end, we'll do current offset plus equals oh no, the start offset is fine. I can say offset increment is gonna be this. Offset increment equals 20. I'm gonna do offset increment times player size. So if they have 2, it'll be 20 times 2, 40 divided by 2 will be 20. So to make the first one at minus 20. Minus 20. I don't know if I want to do this though. That's fine. I'm just gonna do it like this for now, and then we'll fix it as we go. Start offset. Okay, so we'll just say current offset now. Current. Oops. Current offset plus equals offset increment. Enemies not declared in the scope. Oh, okay. Enemy location is going to be a vector too. We'll do that. Boom, boom. Enemy location plus vector 2. 25 is the distance from the Y. The distance from the X would be the current offset. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. So that will make the first 2 characters, I think, and then we have enemies 0. Whoops. Global position. Perfect. We're looping. Build. Okay. Node 2D is not a subclass. Player and build. Players. Well, let's look at the shoot. Stack trace. Players is an array of size 1. Oh, we have to get children, right? Okay, so get first node and group, and get children. All right, that should be fine now. We should be good now. There we go, place them. Perfect. The first one is actually Dahlia, and the second one's actually... Second one's actually Lotus. Cool. So it's kind of working out. Looks gimp as hell, but it is something. That's kind of cool. No, no, no. They're both gonna be facing sideways. So let's look at player. I'm not gonna worry too much about the orientation at the moment. The important thing is that they're in there. So now we can change who the character is. Let's do var enum player. Player. Oh yeah. Yeah, Marisa. All right. Next one would be Rose. Lotus. Oof. Heather. Okay, and then we can change the active player now. It should only work with the two characters, but I'm gonna attach like a portrait to whoever is the current character. All right, let me go over here. This is all like real bad code, so it's fine though. It's code that works. We can iron it out later. Let's do an export var current character. This is gonna be, this enum should not be called player, it should be called main character. Main character. And then we should set it to be equals no equals actually. I'm just gonna do set value. Set value. This is gonna be main character. So we can change here. I'm gonna make a function called set main character. Can I just do this? Like, no, I can't, right? Phantom camera. PD. I remember they were doing like a lot of stuff in Phantom camera. I'm curious how they were setting the setters. They have set. Look at that. Okay. They just put an equal. how do you get it like this? Var export var thing colon set equals this, get equals this. Is it really just that simple? Okay, it is that simple. It is indeed that simple. Func set main character. And then this will be main character, boom. This is a void. And then we could do character. What was the texture thing that I was doing? Texture. Player texture, there it is. I don't really have to do that though, because I have access to the thing. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll do sprite texture equals if car equals main character Dahlia. There'll be a lot of different kinds of these as well. So like we can have Dream Dahlia as well. Then we'll say sprite 2d.texture equals Dahlia sprite sheet. And then we'll just go ahead and do a bunch of these. Elif. Yeah, there we go. Dream Dahlia, Dahlia Wizard. Okay. Next one is Lotus Jester. Okay. And then we'll set boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Default will be Dahlia. Or maybe I'm not even gonna set it. I'll leave it on default. Dahlia is the default because she's the first one. I think I can take off this player texture actually now that I put that in. And I can instead do a these are all setters. Var portrait, I guess, equals portrait I forget which one is the portraits. God, it's been a part. It's been a bit. All parts. I have to rename that. All parts that. Yeah, these are all the assembles. Bum 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 bum. Oh hell yeah. We got more. Don't know if you put Heather in yet. Fix top row orientation. It was 1 pixel 2. I had to add her a second outfit. Awesome. Yeah, if the pixels line up, we're good. Because then I could just swap out the sprites and the animations all work with every character. That's the nice thing. I forget how I use this. I mean, I had a whole assembler here. Get parts. Trying to keep it consistent, yeah. Yep, if anything's ever not consistent, I guess you let me know. Oh, figure out something for it. Character index. To me, like a nice little iterable system to do this, but I don't have like a whole system in the game that has Dahlia base default. I'm just gonna reference. Portrait is this, okay. Which is a hell of a long way to screw myself, but we'll do that. Portrait equals this. Do this again, all right. Gonna replace the which one real quick. Okay, it's fine. Invalid access to default. Oh right, because it's all caps. Okay, let's do it again. Do it again. All right, that should be all right. Boom. Oh, the top one too. Right. Okay. Try it again. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. I'm gonna change this to be Dahlia base. This is gonna be Lotus base default. Okay. Current character Dahlia. We change this one to be current character Lotus. Okay, cool. And then when we load the textures in, player battle panel. Player battle panel. If we do the player battle panel, we do the battle player build, battle panel equals instantiate combatant dot battle panel dot texture. Let's go to the battle panel. Portrait texture. Or I could just do texture is going to be a texture 2D, I think, or texture rect. Texture rect. Okay, it's going to equal this texture rect. That's fine. On ready. Go ahead and go to the back. We'll go back. Ugh. Texture equals player. Play.text portrait. Names are absolutely killing me, but you know, it's fine. Okay. Let's try it again. Start dream. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Where did it screw me? Who's this for? This one is player.portrait, texture.texture. Is this null? Combatant. Okay, I know I should do this. Battle panel. Battle panel? Battle panel. Okay, I could just do like a build. Build. Func build. And then this will be like a static function build, and then I can pass in a texture. Texture 2D, I guess. And this will return a panel container. Okay, and then it'd just be like the same thing that we always do. I'm just gonna sounds like Junior woke up though, so I gotta go. Okay. Damn it. Alright, whatever. I was like almost to a place where I could see it happen. So close. All right, where are we going? Gamer's the winner. You had to do one quick win before we leave. Let's see. Where are we going? Good progress? Yeah. I mean, the limited time that we had, I did more than I thought I would. So that's good. The limited time we had today. All right, let's go to the Hoyer. I'll see you guys later. Thank you all for joining in. Peace out. Be back tomorrow, probably normal time. Today was a little late due to meetings and stuff, but tomorrow should be more on time. All right, see you guys later. Peace.